My name is Shanille Martin, and I'm a sophomore at Academy for Young Writers. I usually like to write fiction, but this piece titled Bubbly came out of the music memo workshop we did in September. Then when I started polishing it, my mentor Amanda and I agreed on making it connect to my relationship with my father. It shows how I see my father and how I believe we can connect through music. The day I came to America was a day like no other. I hadn't seen my dad for a while. Even if I did, I wouldn't remember him. I was just a little kid back then. I remember the lights, blue, black, yellow, green, and orange. I remember thinking never again would I ever see a view like that. When you experience something so great for the first time, it won't be the same when you do it the next. For example, seeing my father after not being around him for a long time. Every other day being with him wouldn't feel like this one. When we got off the plane, that's when all my nerves kicked in. What if my dad didn't like me? What if we didn't get along? Then I saw him, and I was nothing but Bubbly. Bubbly is a song by Colby Collette. She's not really an A-list artist, but she's great. In the song, it says, "I've been away for a while now, got me feeling like a child now. Every time I see your bubbly face, I get the tinkles in a silly pace." My dad and I aren't really similar when it comes to the things of this world. For example, music. My dad considers what I listen to absolute rubbish. That's something he say. You see, I listen to One Direction, Florence and the Machine, Imagine Dragons, The Neighborhood, and a whole bunch of bands my father has probably never heard of. They sing about falling in love, breakups, going after your dreams, while my dad only listens to gospel. Anything that isn't gospel is absolute nonsense that is ruining the minds of my generation. And it's not that I don't like gospel, I actually love it. When I listen to gospel, I feel peaceful and calm. It does make me happy. Then when I'm listening to my favorite artists, I'm all over the place. I'll put on a show in my living room. Another thing about my dad and his love for gospel is how he acts when he's hearing or singing it. When my dad sings, he moves his arms in the weirdest ways. He looks kind of like a cat pawing at a roll of yarn. I guess we aren't that different with our reactions to great music. It's just that he takes everything to the next level. Not just when it comes to music, but just everything in general. It's not just how he sings so loud when we're in public and causes me to pretend not to know him. It's those other things, like how angry he gets when there are strands of my hair lying around. Butterfly Fly Away by Miley Cyrus speaks of the perfect father-daughter relationship. Like when she says, "Tuck me in, turned out the lights, kept me safe and sound at night. You were always there when I look back. Brushed my teeth and combed my hair, had to drive me everywhere. Little girls depend on things like that." My dad doesn't do any of that. He doesn't tuck me in. While I'm 15, he refuses to drive me anywhere. Take the bus or the train, he'd say. I don't really get upset when he doesn't do these things because I don't do a lot of things daughters do. We're both learning our place in this father-daughter relationship. My father hasn't really raised a child up like he had to do with me. Being a parent, I'm sure, is like slowly diffusing a bomb. You say or do the wrong thing and the child explodes. So I don't blame him. Yes, he does things I don't like, but I know he's learning every day. We just have to learn to connect with each other through things such as music. My dad doesn't have to like what I listen to. A lot of people don't. We all have our own taste in music. Yet he can find a silver lining. He could see the good in what he thinks is bad. My dad isn't wrong about the influence of music. Not completely anyways. Music can influence a person. Music can change the world. It can start a revolution. When my father realizes how much we can connect through music, I bet he'll be bubbly.